Vegas views them very favorably. They have the third best odds to win the conference behind the Bucks and the Raptors, that is, according to Westgate. And so, again, Frank Vogel wanted no part of this. Okay? He did not want to pick a team to win the Eastern Conference no matter what, and I have forced him.
Those guys.
And so when I have forced you to do it, you have told me you will take Boston.
Well, I think they still remain the favorite in the Eastern Conference.
Why?
Well, with LeBron out of the conference, they're the de facto defending champs. Okay, and they've got a core that's been in place, a system that's been in place, and they've added Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. So for the same reasons they came into the season as the favorite to win this conference, they remain the favorite. And, you know, what they've dealt with throughout the regular season, to me, was predictable. Asking those guys to go back to the bench and play lesser roles and, you know, to succeed in those roles, that's a challenge. But, you know, I believe that they'll come together at the right time going into the playoffs and, you know, just go on a run.
It's one thing to get through that during the regular season. It's another thing for everyone to have figured out exactly, and the coach to have figured out what everyone's role is going into the postseason. Do you think they've done that?
Pending Embiid's health, I'm going with Philly because I believe they're more catered to playoff-style basketball with their big four and J.J. Redick to knock down shots. But the Boston Celtics are the team I feel like they'll face in the conference finals pending matchups.
My gut feeling is that the Celtics, I would agree with Frank if I thought that they all knew exactly what they were going to do. But the playoffs, and you know this better than anybody, it's like a series of peaks and valleys, right? So when things are going well, it's one thing. But when things start going badly, we've seen them have a sort of a propensity to fracture as the season has gone on. Are you concerned that might happen when they go through what is inevitable, which is a tough stretch in the postseason?
I don't think they would fracture come playoff time because the importance that takes place at that point of the year eliminates selfishness. That's the things that you do during the regular season. Once the postseason kicks in, I think everybody's going to be all in.
You know, you've been through this. Again, long, legendary 7-game series when you were coaching Indiana with Miami. When you got those downs, you're invariably going to lose a tough game in the playoffs. What is the key to keeping a team together through those?
Well, that's what you work throughout the whole season to establish. You establish your togetherness. It's something you achieve. Okay, and that's what the Celtics have been working towards. The flight out to L.A., I guess, was a big step in that. And, you know, I think they're going to come together at the right time. But look, the path to the finals is going to be more difficult this year than it was last year. Milwaukee is far better. Toronto is far better. Philly is far better. So, and they're not going to have home court advantage. So it will be a challenge, but I think they'll come together.
At the end of the day, if you had to pick a team, you would take Boston and you would take Philadelphia.
And I don't want to discount the Bucks and the Raptors.
Except you always do. You do nothing but discount the Bucks. You have been discounting the Bucks for a week, which is why I have adopted the Bucks because no one buys them at all. They have the best player, and they have as deep a roster as any team in the East. Let me give you a little eye candy because there were some great moments worth watching last night. Jalen, here's your guy, Jokic, not yoking around for Denver against the Mavs. Watch him here at the buzzer for the win. How about Jokic, Jalen, for the winner?
The Joker. Just think about this. The only center that you will throw an inbounds pass into and allow him to create a play for himself or a teammate within the last 5 seconds of a game in the entire NBA.
He genuinely does stuff no other big does. How about this one? Pacers, Thunder, under 10 seconds to go. Pacers the ball. Watch Wesley Matthews. 1.8 seconds left. Wes Matthews flies in and gets the putback for the win.
You talk about discounting teams. The Pacers may upset the apple cart depending on that 4 or 5 matchup. And I'm glad Matthews got the tip in to win because Miles Turner was open at the top, and he was not happy he didn't get the ball.
One way or another, that's the team no one is paying attention to. You want to talk about being disrespected, the Pacers.